All right, let's take a look at the market for Riftbound. This game's already getting kind of crazy. It's getting out of hand price-wise. So first, I do want to start off with the booster box. 230s. Yeah, that's wild. I bought mine from my LGS for 150. Insane. Okay, so we got a thousand-tailed watcher. So that the lowest right here, we got $30. Yeah, it's pretty much a staple for a lot of blue decks. You know, mainly the Ari and the Victor. They're playing this card. So you can see, like, people, yeah. See, someone bought this today for $24. So it's still kind of skewed right here because we don't know how much they paid for shipping exactly. Because they probably, like, the $24, this could have been like $4 shipping or something like that, but we don't know. So yeah, look at that. It's a $30 card, and you're gonna want a play set of those, which a play set in this game is 3. So it is a pretty good card. If you look at it, it's a 7 cost, and then it's 1 to bottom deck or recycle, and then you can pay the accelerated cost where it comes in ready. When you play me, give enemy units -3 might. That is such an insane ability. So as you can see, if you're playing blue, this is pretty much a staple for you. Like, this is one of your game finishers. I do want to see Falling Star. See where this is at. Okay, so Falling Star is dipping. This was like a 20 something dollar card. Yeah, people were buying this for like $20, and now look at it. So this dropped down. So I wonder why this is dropping down, because one of the big decks out there, which is Kaiser, is playing pretty much a playset of those. So I'm surprised those are actually drop, which is good. I like to see card prices drop, because now a lot of people can actually start affording these decks, and you know, it's all about having fun. Yeah, no, because I think the best deck out there was either Master Yi or Kaiser, and those are pretty expensive decks because of like the staples that you need to play the deck and be sufficient, which this is one of the staples that you'll want to play for Kaiser. So that's good, seeing this go down. I'm happy to see that. Yeah, so Darius is another good card if you're playing red. So what Darius does, obviously he costs 5. He's a 5 might, which is already pretty good. But when you play your second card this turn, give me +2 might this turn and ready me. That's really insane. So you play him first, and then you play like a cheap little spell, and then he gets +2 might, getting him up to 7, and then you ready him. And then you play a card when you attack to give him, I forgot the name of the card, but it gives him +3 additional assault. So you're going out for 10, which is insane. Yeah, no, this is a good card. That's pretty much, it's a minimum in my opinion 2 in main deck, because it's just so good. That could save you from losing the game, because playing things and then coming in exhausted, especially if you're like a tempo aggro deck, could hinder you. But with Darius, that just eliminates the slowness. You could keep applying pressure. This was the card I was talking about, Cleave. Zoni's Hourglass, if I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, so this is another good card. I want to say, I believe, yeah, I want to say Ari's playing this. Probably a set of 3. I think that deck runs it. It's a nice little hidden card, which hidden means you pay the power cost which will be 1, and then you could be able to play it for 0. But the next time a friendly unit would die, you kill this instead and recall that unit exhausted by sending it to its base. That's a really good move. So pretty much if you're playing against a green color legend, then you should always think whenever they play hitting cards, it's gonna be this. You should always think that. Let's see what the market was back then. I saw there was a 10 right there. Okay, so it's creeping down. That's good. We're starting to see cards go down in value, but I have a feeling once we look at the I don't know, I forgot the name of that. I'm just gonna call it Time Warp, where it gives you a additional turn. That's like an $80 card, and then there's another card, which is orange, that is really high priced. But those are two staples. I want to see where they're at now. If those cards went down, which we're starting to see the market go down a little bit, then I'm gonna pick them up probably tonight after this video. So this is interesting. Singularity. Before this game came up, people were playing this with Kaiser, and they were like pretty much almost maxing out with this card. Now we're not really seeing this get any play, which is very interesting. I don't think the card's bad. I think now people are starting to like be a little bit more efficient with their deck building, cutting cards out when they need to, which people just fully eliminated this out of Kaiser. And then also, really, they eliminated the champion for Kaiser too. They're only playing, a lot of builds are playing just one of Kaiser. Back then you will see people play a playset because Kaiser was so good. But now we're not seeing that. This right here is really good. Tasty Fairfolk. So looks like this went down too. It's $4. That is pretty good. So this is another good card. It has Death Knell, which is whenever it dies, you get the effect. You channel 2 runes exhausted and draw a card. Insane ability for dying. So this is another pretty much, if you're playing against a green deck, you're going to see, you're more than likely going to see this card. Okay. So the seals, I think the seals are going to hold value. I do think these are going to drop again. They were probably around like that 20 something dollar range, like 25 or so when it first came out. Now we're starting to see like the market cool down. So as you can see, someone bought 3 of them for $20 each, and then someone bought this for $22, and you have a near mint for $10. I wonder if that was the Chinese version. That had to have been the Chinese version. Let's see. And this one's $10. Okay, so this is what gets you. So a lot of these new people who are starting up accounts on TCG players, you can see we're seeing like eliminate these, but right here you got 9 cells. You know, they're gonna like charge cheaper, but this is where they get you with the shipping, $5 shipping. Then you have this person 128 cells. This guy has 0%, 136 cells. So you can see like, and then when you get to the established sellers, you can see the price like jump up. Yeah, but I think seals are good cards just to have, just really to have in your binder, to be honest with you. Like if you don't have any binder copies of these, I think you guys should work towards that, because I don't know, we could see these prices probably go up, because there could be later sets where these seals are going to be really good, because everybody hates paying power costs. The meta might shift to where now people are going to be like playing a lot more of these seals in order for them to pay for power costs. That's why Kaisa's so big and so good, because her ability, she exhausts herself to pay for power costs. Which right there is an insane ability. So she's her own seal. I can see right here, here's the Seal of Unity. This one's holding value. Yeah, this one is still pretty expensive. You can see right here, the highest for this was almost $40. That's insane. This definitely was a pre-sale. That had to be right before the game, like the game. Second, this had to have been a pre-sale. Like this had to have been like right before the game was like in LGS's, because I don't see this being like a $40 card. Honestly, I really don't see it being this high. This is still too high in my opinion, but I think we should wait to pick this one up, because yeah, gosh, $27 for a seal. And then you see all these people with very low sales. Obviously they're gonna like try to beat everybody and try to sell it for the lowest. And then you have getting towards established guys, we're in like the $30 range. Also you have the alternate art runes, which are pretty cool. I'm actually surprised that they're that. Well, I'm not surprised because you only get, I believe, one in a box, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. So I guess I could see it being like a $20 card. It hurts that you know, obviously how we are, we want to foil out our decks, and so a lot of us are trying to get the rune deck foiled out with the alternate art runes, which is crazy. I only need 5 more for my rune deck, and that's who is it? That's my Jinx deck. I know I'm foiling out Jinx over my Kaiser, which is insane for me to say that, but yeah, I can't pay all that for Kaiser, so we're not gonna foil her out. We're just gonna hurry up and get the deck. I'm missing like 2 more cards, which one of them we're gonna probably see pretty soon, and I want to see where it's at so I could finally buy it. Let's see. Oh gosh, an unopened champion deck, $30. Oh, wow. How did this get a high sell of $75? That's wild to me. Unopened deck, Chubb only, no bonus pack. Wow. Deck only $26. I haven't really looked much into the Victor deck, but it being this expensive probably seems like it's a top deck. Let's see. It can't be like the same as Kaiser or Master Yi. There's no way. So that's probably A or S tier. Well, I don't want to give any decks S tier. That's probably A tier, which is Kaiser and Master Yi. So, Victor, are you going to be B tier or are you going to be C tier? Maybe B tier. Okay, yeah, I was right. Oh, it's A tier. Okay, so they're putting these S tiers. Okay. Look at that. My girl Jinx, she's C tier. Wait, Jinx is really, that's understandable. I wouldn't put her up here in B tier. Unfortunate. Okay, so that kind of explains it, because you're looking at an A tier deck. Yeah, you're looking at A tier. I didn't pick up that starter. I guess I regret it now. Let's move on to the next one. Dazzling Aurora. So Dazzling Aurora. So at the time when I was looking at this card, it was around $90. And now it's starting to drop, which is a good thing. Now I can finally start picking this up. So, God. At one point it sold for $120. That's wild. That is wild. Okay, so this is good to see. It's dropping. So I might be able to start picking some up. But the downside, like, this is what I hate. I hate I hate it when it's like this. Only like one person will have like only two of them, which is understandable because the pull rates in this game are horrible. So we could see that. So we could start probably picking these up now. I'm actually surprised they dropped so much because the good decks, the top meta decks, are playing. I want to say play sets of these. So that's good. So we could probably start picking some up. And then obviously, like I was talking about the seals, you do want to get yourself probably all the seals just to be, just have a biter copy of it at least. But I'm actually surprised the blue seal is dropping like this. That's interesting. Well, I guess because a lot of people aren't really playing it unless you're Ari. But yeah, no. I think all the seals, really, honestly, all the seals should be like $10 to $15 in my opinion. I feel like they shouldn't go up. But to each their own. If seals were this price right here, I would be so happy. Yeah, pretty much no one's playing these seals, I don't think. That's why they're so cheap. Oh gosh, Jinx starters 25. Wild. There's only one for 25. All of them are 27 up towards 30. I need this card. Oh my gosh. Dead Bloom Predator. I need a playset of them. The reason why this is so good, okay, it's a 8 cost, 8 might. As you can see, that's a lot. And then right here, you may play me to an occupied enemy battlefield. That effect is so good. The fact that you can just put him into play on an enemy battlefield is already good enough. And then you're pretty much going to be playing. You're not going to hard cast him. If you're hard casting this guy, that means you're losing the game. You're banking on your Dazzling Aurora to flip to reveal him so you can play him. Because Dazzling Aurora, if you go back here, what it states is at the end of the turn, reveal cards from top of your main deck until you reveal a unit. By play it, ignoring its cost, and recycle the rest. So with the orange decks that are playing Dazzling Aurora, you want to cheat in your big guys, which is why this guy's expensive, because you could cheat him in with Dazzling Aurora, and you got a big booty guy here, which is wild. But yeah, no, I need that guy. I don't know if, gosh, look at sales price 124 is all-time high. Yeah, I don't know. Do we keep waiting it out? Because surely he'll go down a little bit more, right? He won't rise. Then we got Showstopper. This one's been holding value. So selling consistently for, I guess not really consistently. You got $54 here, and then you got $42 here. So it's kind of, that's a $10, $11 range. But yeah, right here it's 43. What's the details for this? What happened? What's the details? Is it damaged or something? Guys, is there something I'm not seeing here? Did we miss something? Let me know. Oh, it's probably this, right? Huh. And here she is. I don't have this one. I have the alternate version, alternate art of her. So I'm interested to see what the alternate art's going for. If she right now is a $60 card still. Yeah, she's holding value. She's going to stay at this. Yeah, she's staying at this price point. Because she's just such a good card. Like, accelerate and when I conquer, draw a card. You're pretty much, you're playing at least one of her in your deck if you're playing Kai'Sa. So, this is not going to go down. I don't see that going down. And then you have her kill spell. Which is, I'm surprised a lot of people, I feel like this, well, back then it used to be a main deck card, but now you're seeing a lot of people just keep it in the side. It was at a high for $75. As you can see, it did drop. We are going to expect a drop like this. But I wonder what next week will come. Like, how much will this drop? Because I wonder, will people still be playing this, or will they totally cut it out from the deck? If people start just cutting this out for the deck, we're going to see this drop. But I don't think people will. I think this is good for just a one copy. Like, if you can have just one copy, keep it in your side, then this probably will still hold its value for about $40-something. Time Warp. This is what I hated. This is deceiving. $34, but it's actually, people are selling it for $80-something. This card gives you an extra turn. Costs 10 though. But typically you're playing this to win the game. If you're holding and then you play Time Warp, if you're at 7, you play Time Warp, you get an extra turn and then you hold again to win. This card literally wins games. Pretty much all the meta decks are playing at least one copy of this somewhere. You're either siding it, having it in your main deck. You're more likely to have it in your main deck and have another one on your side. It sucks that... So, funny story. I was at my LGS today, and someone was selling their Riftbound cards, and I saw a Time Warp, but I was going to try to get dibs on it, but my friend already had dibs on it. I was so upset. He had dibs on the next Time Warp that came into the shop. I was like, gosh, it was perfect timing for me to get this card. I almost had it, but it slipped between my fingers. So, yeah, no, this card... What, even the Chinese version's going for $70? Yeah, no, this card wins games, and you're going to have, like I said, a couple copies, if not minimum one copy if you're on blue. Wow, yeah, that didn't drop at all. Actually, let me see a recent sale. I don't think we saw the sales. Yeah, so it was at an all high for $100. Yeah, and then it's going for, yeah, people bought it $100. Wow, today. So these sales right here are probably going to shoot up these values. People are going to probably bring it back up to about $100 just based off these sales. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, we're not going to be... I guess we're not going to be picking up any Time Warps anytime soon. I guess we got to wait till payday to get them. Yeah, but other than that, then you have your Calm Runes, you know, the alternate arts, $15. Oh, okay. Huh. This is such a good, cool looking card. I need to get this card just to put in my binder because I think it just looks really nice. Trying to see what else we need to look out for. Bullet Time's another good card if you're playing Misfortune. you're pretty much probably going to be playing like one or two of these. So as you can see, obviously it went down. Oh, this went down about 50%. Oh, wow. Yeah, this might be a good time to pick these up. Yeah, that'll be a great time to pick those up. These were at like $20 at one point. Oh, well, all high at 38. So these are dropping, which is good because now I can start picking some more up. If you want to beat, guys, if you want to try to beat the Dazzling Aurora card, because that will lose you games. So if your opponent's able to get that card out and play it, and him be able to get his big units out and play off of it, you need to play these if you're playing on what is it? On Chaos, on purple. If you're playing purple, you should probably at least try to side two of these, because if you don't have a play for Dazzling Aurora, you're going to lose that game. And then obviously red, you have a card. I think it's it costs 5 and you have to bottom deck 2 red. And I want to say it destroys either all of your opponent's gear or everyone's gear. I want to say it's everyone's gear. If I'm not, no, I don't think it's everyone's gear. It might be your opponent's gear. You guys know what I'm talking about when we see it. Oh, okay. Okay. This is going down. I like to see it. I like to see this. I already have one of these, but I want to get a binder copy because I'm playing it in my deck right now. My incomplete deck, I should say, because all the other cards I need cost a lot of money. I do need to. I think I bought this actually. I bought this for around. Yeah, I bought it for around this. One of those might be my cells. Okay. So that's not bad. Yeah, you're pretty much going to want to play this Misfortune over the other Misfortune, the purple one. Because this one's just good. Because you accelerate. It's 5 might as Genki, which is Genki's such a good ability where you can move from battlefield to battlefield, so you don't have to move back to your base and then move to a different battlefield. That's too many turns where you can just move battlefield to battlefield. And this right here, the first time I move each turn, you may ready something else that's exhausted. Insane. That's why people are opting to play that that Misfortune over the purple one. This Super Mega Death Rocket, that signature spell for Jinx, I remember when we first heard about this game, we made proxies for it. Like, people were like maining 3 of these in deck. Now you'll be surprised, like you'll be shocked if you can see 2 in main deck. A lot of people opt out and just play 1, honestly, because this card just recycles itself. You deal 5 to a unit, okay, which you have to do it on your main phase before you go to your showdowns, because it's not a showdown 1, because there's no keyword up here, so you have to do it on your turn whenever you haven't gone to showdown. And then when you conk, you may discard 1 to return this card from your trash. So it's honestly, I see this really at a 1 of. I play 2. I might bump this down to 1 just because of you can recycle it easily too. Yeah, but I don't think I really see anything else in here that is worth the watch. It was mainly the ones we already looked at. Let's see. I don't think I really want to go over the signature cards because, you know, they're going to speak for itself. Ari, this one just still looks good, though. I actually want those. I don't want to spend this type of money for it. So, Jinx one's super sick, too. I got the playmat of that one. This is the one I have. This one dropped significantly. It was like at 800 at one point. Yeah, 900 at some point. And it just drops like almost half. Well, at least I got a signature card. I should be grateful for that. And then you get the promos. The showcase cards right here. I need to get this. I need that Kaiser. 150. It's going down. How was this at 700 for a pre-sale? That's insane. If you bought that, I'm sorry. That should never happen. Yay! I got this one. I'm glad I pulled it. I was so hyped when I pulled it. Trying to see what's on the next page. Yeah, so we went over all these. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So the market, you can see it's starting to cool a little bit. That is a good sign. But I'm interested to see what's going to be like in a couple more weeks. Because there is a huge tournament coming up in Houston. And I want to see... Well, I pretty much know it's gonna be filled with Master Yi. It's gonna fill, and then a lot of people are gonna be playing Kaiser, I forgot her name, Miss Fortune. I'm drawing a blank on that. Yeah, Miss Fortune. They're gonna be playing her, and then they're gonna be playing. We're gonna see a lot of Aries. So I think those are gonna be the main decks people are gonna be playing. So that means these prices are going to go up in value. Yeah, but yeah, we'll be on the lookout for these. We'll probably do one next week, just see how the market's doing. But other than that, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.